Hello, everybody. We are continuing our series
They're lording it over us all the time, though.
of the Elder
Young
Scrolls
warriors are
Skyrim.
smart to listen to older ones. They've lived.
Oh, hey there.
Right. So last
We killed a
time
bear yesterday. Did you kill anything?
we arrived at the Companions Hall, and the idea is that our character has to rise through the ranks of Whiterun society before he can even approach the Jarl of Whiterun. And this gave us a very good excuse to do some
You still need to prove yourself,
side
Well.
quests. And since Kior is not always going to be here, spoiler alert, we are going to do his quests. And usually his quests are more
We have a bit of a sensitive matter this time. A wealthy
Compared
family
to
has
other companions.
misplaced one of their heirlooms. I tell you, this province is losing its grip. The bandits become more brazen every day.
Okay. It's not too bad.
We're trusting you on this one. Bring honor to the companions.
Bring honor to the companions. We will try. Ah. That is alright. Don't need that quests, actually. Storm. Helgen. What? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. So this episode is gonna be mostly side questing before we kick off again with the main
Are you looking for help with
quest.
something? This is a busy time. This had better be important. I wish more of our ranks asked such questions. I've started seeing the companions as a kind of family. I've battled next to every man and woman here, and the bonds of sweat are stronger than those of
enough
blood.
time for you to
I would trust anyone here with my life, which is more than I'd say
monologue.
for the milk drinkers who raised me. I learned the ways of the blade in the Great War. Nearly lost my life outside the Imperial City. I came home to Skyrim when it was all over. Wandered around as a blade for hire. The money was good, and the women were good, and the drinks were good. I was lucky the companions found me. Of course the money is still good. And the drinks. None of our business. There's no honor to be had in the squabbling of Jarls.
Interesting.
I'll take my leave then.
Before we reach the actual quest that was given to us, which is pretty close, I am going to do a little bit of sidetracking. As if it's some sort of investigation to find the bandit's lair. That's going to lead me outside. Little bandit camp over here. Little camp over here. With very good stuff that we'll have a look at in a minute, and then this here, which will be very useful as well. And then finally we are going to the bandit camp, but before we do that, we're gonna have a look around.
You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend.
And talk to the people.
It's a shame, isn't it? The Gilder Green, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore.
Kinda reminiscent of Lord of the Rings aesthetics.
To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our
So
tree
Kinnereth
here in the city was
is
grown
one
from a
of the
cutting
9
of that
divines.
tree. You
The
can
9
still
divines
feel the
being
glory of the mother tree through
main
it. Even its
religion
name is an echo.
in Tamriel. But Kinnereth is
I've thought about that.
actually
Trees like this never really
a
die.
god
They
from
only
the old
slumber.
times, kind.
I think if we had some of the sap from the parent
deeply
tree, we
intertwined
could wake
with
up
the
its
forces
child.
of nature.
But even if you could get to the Eldergleam,
it's
you couldn't
interesting
tap it. Not with any normal
how
metal.
old traditions get absorbed into newer traditions like that. That's often what happens with religions in the real world as well.
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hag Ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The Hag's terrifying. Your spirit is strong.
Eventually
It's
we'll
held
get
in a
there.
Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Now I remember. You're the new member of the Companions. So you what?
I know your family's
That's
honor
for
is
me.
important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
It's going to seem that I am
So you're
accumulating
willing to
a lot of
starve your wife
side
and daughter
quests,
to
which
reclaim some
I
rusty old
am.
sword?
But I'm going to
Just
try
need to
to
hire
mainly
one,
do
maybe
the
two
side
good men.
quests that either bring us interesting
I'll put it plainly.
quests
You can claim your
or
sword, or you can keep your wife.
that actually
If you set
give us
foot outside
interesting
that gate,
rewards.
I won't be
There's
here
a
when
couple
you
of
return.
quests here in Whiterun that actually level up your skills.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Nope, not here.
Wait, I
just want to go home and read.
No. Am I wrong about this?
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life.
Yeah.
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I tracked it to a group. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
And I guess as a
Staying safe,
recruit,
I hope.
a new recruit from the Companions, it kind of makes sense that I am doing menial help tasks around the city of Whiterun. This. So there are a couple of shrines from the 9 divines around Skyrim. Well, 8 divines now, because Talos was banned. And what they do basically is every time you pray at one of the shrines, it does an active effect as well, and they're all different. In the case of RK, it gives you a 25 points boost to your health. Others influence your persuasion or your magicka, stamina, etc., etc.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty RK, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that. I miss. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the
We
catacombs.
won't be needing
I've got your
Candle
back.
for this here.
You
can
go
wait
on ahead.
here. Because what we are actually doing is leveling up. Oh, I don't have the. Let's do a little bit of background. I forgot to buy some of the spells as we first entered Whiterun last time.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
Yes.
I'm so hungry. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
And I talk to this
All right then.
character
What's
later
trouble
on.
in Whiterun, and I'll pull you into the dragon's tooth down myself.
Well met, kinsman.
Let me know if you see anything you
For little
like.
Lucy, yeah.
Everything's for sale, my
Yes.
trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Please, 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 please. No, you don't have. Okay. That is unfortunate. In the meantime, if there's anything else I can sell. Nope. Nope.
Do come back.
That is unfortunate. I really hoped we could have at least one of the spells I'm thinking of. I guess I can just have to train the other stuff.
I spend so much time.
Miscellaneous, recover. Actually, where is this one? Oh! Very good.
Dead, I sometimes forget.
It's gonna converge with three of our objectives right there.
Terrible war, I'm a bit overwhelmed.
You are? Then it was a bad choice for you to.
As are the catacombs. Someone there?
This is the first time I actually see that happen. That is very unfortunate. I usually don't do this. But I guess we're gonna have to do that a couple of times in this playthrough. Oh my god, this is kind of embarrassing. Usually important characters are not able to be killed, so I guess he is not considered an essential character, which means that if he
I spend
dies,
so much time among the dead, I sometimes
quest
forget how much I missed the company.
is cancelled. But characters that are part of important quests, instead of dying, they just stand there defeated. But they actually don't die. Before in other Elder Scrolls games like Morrowind, for example, if the quest giver died, like the gone to death, like a message would appear saying important NPC character just died, and this boost is now unable to be completed. We had to turn the undead spell, we could be upgrading our restoration max a little bit faster. This is the other alternative, which is slightly longer, I guess. Right, I forgot there was also one. Yeah. It's always good to see what the books kind of give you. Usually books that cost around 50 gold will teach you a skill. Some books around 25 gold, 30 actually deliver a quest. I mean, yeah. Like a dozen or half a dozen books like that spread out throughout Skyrim that will point you towards the direction of a quest line. And they're usually kind of long quests with several steps to follow. I just noticed I had my mic in the most efficient position. I hope the sound is slightly better now. Okay. Along slowly. For now, that's fine. I guess we can start. Spending some perks on our magic schools. Yes.
Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for
That
your
is
troubles.
not a lot of gold, but whatever.
We heading out?
Yes.
Let's get going.
Yes. Let's. Before we leave the city, I'm gonna see if we can find. What's her name? Isolda? Is that her name?
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most.
I fiddled around with the settings this time. I hope it's not as laggy as last time.
Fresh from the wilds.
If anyone could
Once
tell
I've made
me
enough money trading
on the
with
chat,
Khajiit
I would be
caravans,
most
I'm going
thankful.
to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my mom, I met one of the caravan leaders. You do that?
Yes.
If you find one, I could. Yeah, it's got to be. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Reputation. A few bad apples spoiled a bunch. About the same. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
Tired of bread and stew. Had enough of fish and
Okay.
Farewell.
a choice cut of steak.
Give me a moment. I'm just gonna check something really quick. Okay, that is fine. We might have someone joining us in a bit. One of my very good friends, Papu. You've had him tag along last time as well. He's gonna drop by possibly in a bit as well. Looking forward to that. So I think, right, we have all the menial side quests we wanted. The tusk, the sword, and the Cheerios. What the hell is going on? Okay, I'm simultaneously trying to look what's happening on the Discord chat as well with my friends. We are just gonna go around it. The idea is for me to investigate the area for the bandit group that Skior tasked us to find. Like, I know that the quest marker is pointing straight towards the bandit camp. I could just do that, be on the gamer mindset and just follow the marker. But in my headcanon, my character is like investigating the area around Whiterun to find clues that will point towards the bandit camp. And that's what we're gonna do. And give us a good excuse to look around, uncover some of the landmarks around Whiterun. It's not very good weather. Outside my real window, it's extremely sunny, so it's a little bit sad that in Skyrim it's kind of rainy. But yeah. It is what it is. The weather from the north. Hunting Brew Meadery. We might revisit this meadery later, like a couple of episodes down the line, maybe. Like we are going to do all of the guilds quests. Not all of them, but some of them. Like all the guilds, we are going to do a couple of quests for them. And at this point, I'm unsure if we're gonna follow through all the guild quests or just some of them. I know that for now we are just going to do the companions quests up until and right before meeting under the Skyforge. Is Vandal following us? Yes. Good man. Is this also a random event?
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it.
He has? Interesting. I guess the Stormcloaks have a point, but it's really the way they go about it that undermines the point that they are trying to make, right? Like, it is true that the Thalmor are abusing their power, and but it happens only too often that the victims end up becoming like their abusers. What is happening? We just arrived at the guards watchtower and some bandits were attacking. They must have come from somewhere. Let's have a look.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
You did? Interesting. You tell me. So this is gonna lead us to the first camp we're visiting, which is right underneath Whiterun. Right here. Bandit camp. Oh, I guess with the light of the day, we're not very well hidden. Is that the horse that's actually seeing us? Might be. Oh. I was under the impression we had a bow as well, right, but we forgot to favor it. Yep, okay. No time to... Do we have... We don't have.
Should have come here.
It's the next level we're going to be spending on alteration, because that spell, although is very useful, it does cost a lot. Hello, Tehel. Glad you could join us. Hello, hello. level up a little bit of magicka as well. Alteration. I don't know if they're merchants. Looks like they're bandits to me. Right under the noses of the Jarls. Yeah. And it's a good loot opportunity for us. Right. Yep, this is what we want. Skill book. And where is it? Here, tuck. Skooma. So as you can see, these innocent merchants were actually selling drugs to the city. Am I gonna be able to do this one? Okay. I was a little bit unsure for a minute there. What is this? Smuggler's note. You can take those prices. Source of skooma. Yes. Uh-oh. This is gonna be problematic. We're gonna have to need one of our abilities. Oh, that guy was too far for it to work. Okay. So each race has an ability, right? And the Nord ability, you can use it once per day, like many of the abilities. And it's kind of similar to a shout. And what it does is low-level enemies, low to mid-level enemies run away out of fear. Walter White's of Skyrim, I guess. Poor merchants were trying to make a living. I guess they were. Okay. Let's take care of this guy first. That's less armor. Wait.
It's nothing.
I'll see you in pieces.
What's happening? What is he shooting at? Is he shooting at the horse? Huh. I guess Fendel is not very animal friendly. Right. Give me a second here. Right. That's what's happening. Okay. Back to the game. Is this all? Where is the sorcerer that we killed? I think this is the sorcerer. Yeah. Okay, that was all. That was everything. Next camp. Here we go. And we're on yeah. So far we're doing relatively well. Yeah, I guess someone should report Fendel to PETA or something. Yowzes. As you can see, the shield is my best friend. Like, I kinda really enjoy using the shield and the magic at the same time. How are we doing with weight? So far, so good. People versus Nords, I guess. Alright. Nords have a lot of good qualities, but they're a little bit of a prejudiced people, which is unfortunate. Okay, if this was nighttime, it would be better for the strategy I wanted to apply here. So I shoot outside the camp, because when you shoot arrows without touching the enemies, I guess the sound spreads, and they're gonna check outside to see. Oh, he dodged. Okay, I couldn't quite do as I hoped I could do. It doesn't matter. No, we have to increase our flames for a bit. Okay, okay, okay. We have the ward. Hey! Is that an archer? That is an archer. Fandal has his hands full as well. That's one. Okay, the other one was taken care of as well. Yeah, mage warrior character. It's one of my favorite builds. I start off with a heavy gear all around, but I use the novice hood at the start just to give me a little bit of magic boost. And the way we are going to do this, I don't know if I explained on the first one, is we are going to do alteration, restoration, destruction, and conjuration. But destruction only to level 50, so we can get the flame cloak. Restoration is the one we're going to focus a little bit more, but what we want is respite. The perk where healing spells also restore stamina, which is going to be very useful because we are not going to increase stamina. It's the only part of the character that we're not going to increase, and that's why we need the restoration spells to heal stamina as well. Alteration, it's just really nice to have protective spells all around for both physical damage and magical damage. And the conjuration, the only important stuff is this perk right here. Bound weapons cast soul trap on targets. Which is very good because in the later stages of the game, when we finally have a lot of magical enchanted equipment, we need a lot of soul gems to charge up the items again. And then smithing, I might do only this one. You can improve magical weapons and armor. Heavy armor, for a very long time, we're only going to focus on the first perk. Block. This perk right here, time slows down if you are blocking during an enemy's power attack. That's going to be a lifesaver for most of the game. We're going to stay here on the first perk as well, on one-handed. And archery, we are going at least go to the slow motion, the steady hand, which while zooming with the bow, it slows time. And that's where our friend Fandal comes in. He can train us up to level 50. But yes, that is the idea of this character for now. And then once we reach like really high levels and the end of the third expansion, the Dragonborn expansion, where we can respec our character, that's another story for the later stages of this stream series. Hopefully we'll get that far. As I mentioned before, this is meant to be a very long series. All year round, hopefully I can stream this. Okay. And now for the fun part. The bandit chief here might be a little tough, since I'm level 5 right now. But there are a couple of options to make the fight easier. This is not the bandit chief for now. I think that's just, where is he? That the guy, yeah, that's the guy sitting right there. Okay. This has a lot of iron ore, this mine, and also a very useful spell that is going to make us very easily rich in the first stage of the game. Okay, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but I should really quick save because accidents do happen. And let's see, so not leveling everything to max, then you have a car. Any reason for not picking the lockpick from the dead body? You had a key. Yeah. I had a key.
Don't like the looks of this.
You don't, Fandel? Well, too bad. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this very well. The idea is that I poison the bandage chief, and then I use, you see the lanterns hanging? In this game you can use a little bit of environmental help, and there's oil all around the ground, and if we use the fire... hello, friend. Oh, and the steady fast spell doesn't work very well while I'm trying to defend another spell midway. The way I use the reason why I want to use the ward as much as I can, it's a good way to level up restoration. Like healing spells also level up, but not as fast as the wards or the repellent against undead. Those spells are also very useful to level up restoration. Okay, this was actually very painless, right? We did all right. Do I have any candle light? No, I don't have any candle light. I only have torches. Okay. Oh. Points extra. I like to collect sometimes equipment that have like unique attributes.
I'm right behind you.
And I redistribute them to my followers. Ooh, yowzers, what's happening right now? I just got booted out of the game for a second there, but yeah, the fire trap works wonders sometimes. No crash. Not not yet anyway. Hopefully won't happen. So we can give you the, since this guy doesn't like animals, we can give him the axe that does extra damage to animals. Enjoy your weapon. Right, these tusks are kind of heavy, but they're a nice source of income, and it's like two birds with one stone. It's also what our friend Yuzolda wants for completing her task, her quest, and that gives us a free level up in speech on the speech skill. That's about it. Oh, and we have yeah, this will give us one free level on one hand weapon and shield, I think. Hopefully I am not mistaken. And this here, my friends, this spell book right here, transmute mineral ore. You can basically transmute iron to silver and silver to gold. And not only are we leveling up alteration, but we will be leveling up blacksmith as well by crafting all the golden jewelry that we are going to sell after. The wannabe trader in Whiterun, exactly, Yuzolda, the friend of the Khajiits. And now, this is probably kind of boring for anyone who's watching the stream, but I am going to mine the whole the whole area here. So it's going to take a while, which means I can pay a bit more attention to the chat. For anyone who's new watching, I have at the moment a very weird setup. I don't have the screen, so what I do is that I have the game on my main screen, and then I use my phone as a way to keep an eye on the chat on Twitch. What kind of annoys me about this is that the torch doesn't stay up. It always goes away after mining the thing. There's no iron over here. There is some here. Witchcraft, I guess. And besides transmuting the ore from iron to gold, iron ore is also going to be very useful within a couple of episodes ahead, where we are going to build a house. And the idea in my head canon is that our Dragonborn character wants to build like a headquarters between Riverwood and Helgen, which is basically the Lakeview Manor house from Falkreath. And it starts out as a little cottage farm, and eventually it will become like a substantial, big size headquarters, which is, yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to see that later as well. Yes, I am. Using the Hearthfire DLC, using the Dawnguard DLC, and also the Dragonborn DLC. And the way I'm planning to do this series is that I will be doing the DLCs as well, Dawnguard and Dragonborn. And I'm thinking of doing at least the Dawnguard DLC either after or before acquiring the Dragon Elder Scroll in Blackreach, because I feel like canon-wise it kinda crosses paths, right? Because in the Dawnguard DLC, you are looking for an Elder Scroll, and in the main quest, you are looking for an Elder Scroll as well. So maybe in my head canon, what I was thinking is that while our character is looking for an Elder Scroll, he stumbles upon two quests with two different Elder Scrolls, which is the main quest and the Dawnguard. And the Dragonborn is very like self-explanatory. There's this guy, Mirak, who is also Dragonborn, and he's like, Bish, you're not good enough to fight Alduin. I am better than you. Although, if you do kill Alduin before fighting Mirak, his dialogue changes in respect to that as well. Thank you, Tehel. That is sweet. I did spend a little bit of thought planning this out to make it an interesting Dragonborn adventure. And since this is the year where Skyrim turns 10 years old, I guess it makes sense for me to spend most of the year focusing on streaming this game and do a long series. What else do we have? Oh, we have more tusks over here. Alright. Not too shabby. And today I'm thinking of doing 2 episode streams. How long has this one been going on? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a maximum of 2 hours with this one and the next one also around that time. Did I forget any of the... I think that was it, right? Not here. Yeah, I thought so. Because today I wanted to actually start streaming another game, Knights of the Old Republic, but I unfortunately encountered some technical difficulties. I had to refund the game on Steam because for some reason the Steam service allows to sell games that don't work. And so I don't know when I will be able to stream Knights of the Old Republic, which is the other game I wanted to stream throughout the year. One of my favorite games ever. Oh, level up. Yeah, but that's a story for another day. That's why I'm doing 2 different episode streams today with Skyrim, because unfortunately I couldn't start the stream with Knights of the Old Republic. The MMO? No, not the MMO, the original RPG from 2003, 2002, I think. The first KOTOR. The MMO worked fine. That is the strange thing, because I played the MMO and... oh, what's happening? Something keeps booting me out of the game. I don't know why. Here, Magica. Is it one of the running softwares that is for some reason? Okay. So schedule, like, if you have one. For now, I don't have any schedule. I really should be thinking of making a schedule, but maybe, yeah, every week I do something. Okay, I'm gonna start giving him some stuff.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
I want you to carry all that we've collected so far. So everything that is heavy. Got the ores, ingots, the tusks, at least 7. I keep 1. Another ore, the wolf belts. And we're back to 130 weight.
You lead, I'll follow.
Yes, indeed. Maybe I'll have a more organized activity schedule once I'm a little bit more familiar with all the streaming things. Okay, this is our second or third bandit camp, the Silent Moons enchanted camp, which will give us access to a unique enchantment that can't be found anywhere else in Skyrim. That is going to do a nice synergetic damage with fire, because we are going to focus on fire destruction spells, because what they actually do, fire spells by themselves, they're alright, but if you combine 2 or more fire spells, the damage adds up to it. Let me give you an example with the description. So targets on fire take extra damage. Is it on the thingamajigger? Augmented flames. No, it's not here. But basically what the destruction or elemental spells do in Skyrim is that frost makes damage to stamina as well as health, and shock makes damage to health as well as magicka. And in the case of flames, what it does is when you have 2 or more fire spells combining, the damage adds up. And that's why we're going to have the Flame Cloak, we're going to have the Flame Astronach, and enchantments, the Silent Moon enchantment, which basically gives fire damage when the nights are out. But your mic is better than most, so at least your voice is well heard. That's good to know. At the beginning, I had a little bit of a issue with the mic, actually. But I found out a way eventually to make it the levels more yeah. Okay. Here he comes. Not fast enough. Give me your flames, okay. And this is interesting. Like, I don't know if it's still the same with later stage mages, but if you use your ward against a mage bandit, like a low-level mage bandit, he will just throw you the spell, and you won't be taking any damage. And at some point, it seems that he runs out of magicka. Like right now, he's going for his knife because it seems like he doesn't have any more magicka to spend. Oh, a little bit for healing. Okay. Zendal is taking care of that one. I'm going to... I don't know, is it? And the reason I don't usually spend points on one-handed in the beginning to augment the attack of one-handed is because the more I use the sword, the faster it levels up. So I'm not doing a lot of damage, but I am slightly leveling up faster. Wine is always a good sell in the beginning of the game. Got that guy? Okay, a little bit.
Now you'll pay.
Will I? Oh, what happened? That's one. That's another mage. I need a thing here. And this here. Come on. Okay. Good thing about frost spells is since we are a Nord, we take 50% less damage from frost spells, but we run out of stamina because frost spells also do damage to stamina. Hello, Papu. Glad you can join us. What's happening, Fendo? You can do it. I believe in you.
Give up while you still can.
Yeah, he did it. Well done. Sometimes the AI is very efficient. Other times the AI is so-so. Gonna have to lunch break, ending soon. Had a good time. Keep it up. Thanks to Hell. Hope we can do something together really soon and hang out. Notice me, senpai. I notice you, Papu. I notice you. Am I actually ignoring something I should not on Discord? Is that what's happening? Discord. We're all in the lobby now. Okay, that's what's happening. Hello? Hello, hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me on the lobby?
Oh, Lolo.
Yes.
Hold on.
Is the lobby on
Yeah.
the stream as well now?
Shit,
or...
now I hear myself twice. Hold on.
So it's also coming out from the...
From the stream.
You're in the middle of dinner?
Yeah, I'm eating, but I'm watching you, mate. I was drawing as well, so...
Nice.
Drawing and eating and watching, yeah. And I wanted to ask you, your game is slower now. Is it fine, or does it go back to getting laggy when you're on Discord too?
I changed the settings as you recommended, like the bitrate, and what's it called again? The thingamajigger's resolutions. And for me, it's actually running smoother than last time. I don't know how it looks like on the actual stream. In my phone, it
Looks
seems
great.
like
I mean, it looks like you're
right.
playing Skyrim on Xbox 360. So.
Yes. But yeah, I kind of skimmed over this, but we just acquired 2 weapons with a unique enchantment, and it's the lunar enchantment. While the moons are out, burns the target for 15
while the moons
points.
are out.
And
I usually like to use that lunar thing when I'm a vampire. So to do stuff at night all the time.
It is useful against undead and vampire because what it does is it does burn damage, right? So it's and it's gonna synergize well with my build since the elemental magic that I use is mostly fire. That means I have the flame cloak, I have the flame astronac, and I have the lunar enchantment. We will have to disenchant the weapon as soon as we get the opportunity when we reach the Jarl's place. gonna.
It's the only reason why I like those magic and legendary weapons or whatever. I break them down every time. I like making my own. Thank you. I prefer my own.
In the beginning, it's sometimes more useful to have the available enchantments, but disenchanting in the long run will be very useful. Yeah, in the long run,
I
it's the
would say
best way to go.
level 20 up, depending on the enchantment, right? Because you need to have the enchanting and the smithing up to par so that, to notice, right? In the beginning of the game, it's mostly the weapons which are ready for you are better than the ones you can make. But at some point, when you're over level 50, 60, 70 in enchanting and smithing, the weapons the game gives you seldom are as good as the ones you can make, in my opinion. Especially when it comes to like invisibility and things like that. Some stuff I keep. Sorry, when it comes to like fire damage, invisibility stuff I keep because when you, if you you know that you when you have the thing where, you get a ring with 20 points invisibility, then you enchant armor and a hat and this and that. If you get to 100, you're always invisible everywhere you go.
Sure.
Without you having to use any spells, and that's pretty funny sometimes. I did it when I was doing the Dark Brotherhood quests. So, yeah, pretty good in my opinion. So we're level 6, pretty good.
Yeah, so far so good.
You're advancing pretty well, I'd say.
This episode is gonna be mostly going around the what's it called, the region around Whiterun? Something plains of something.
The Central Plains, right?
Something like that.
The Whiterun Plains, Central Plains.
The Rohan of Skyrim, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I loved Whiterun so much the first place. I was like, it feels familiar. I don't know.
Yeah, the imagery is very reminiscent of.
It's copy pasted. God damn it, Jesus Christ!
Peter
How did it not get a
Jackson's,
copyright strike on that one? Because it's so.
Well, for us,
it's
it's very reminiscent of Peter Jackson's vision of Lord of the Rings, but it's actually a very standard Scandinavian, Germanic, Celtic art direction, I guess.
I'm talking just about the art and the view and the angles.
Right. Specifically, that scenery in Whiterun. Yeah.
Because the city is super small, about the same size. Architecturally, it's a teeny bit different, but the scenery is so similar. That little slightly fortified place on the rooftop. Although Rohan is not as fortified as Whiterun has proper walls, doesn't it? Like stone walls. While I think Rohan doesn't, if I remember correctly.
Rohan,
at least not to the same extent.
It had like just like wooden type of walls, I think. Am I misremembering?
A palisade. Not a wall, but a palisade.
The correct terminology? Palisade.
Yeah, I believe so. Very tall wooden wall.
Okay.
Or fortification.
I can dig it.
So zoom out a little bit. You are don't fast travel yet? No.
Oh, am I fast traveling?
Stuff.
Okay, it's really a couple of seconds later for you then. I'm
just a couple of seconds. Right?
Well,
show me in the map where you were. Like, what area are you exploring of the map? Which part of the plane?
I just killed a wolf, so I don't know how far of the stream you're watching, but basically.
You didn't know. You didn't check.
I'm walking around the city, and I did these 2 bandit camps that have very useful stuff for what we are about to do. and now I am finally going to the quest that one of the leaders of the companions gave me, so I can advance on the companions.
Ah, so you're doing companions, all right.
Yeah. So the idea for my headcanon
Are you
is
gonna
that
do the werewolf stuff yet, or
no,
not
no,
yet?
no, not yet.
Or are you doing the companions, proper companion stuff first, right?
I'm gonna do it up until I become a
Until you get
official
tight
member.
with them, right?
Yeah. And because in my
Right.
headcanon, that's how my character is granted access to speak to the Jarl. Like, I have to rise my way above the ranks of
So you
society
didn't
in
go.
Whiterun. I haven't talked to the Jarl
So
yet.
you're basically avoiding the Dragonborn path and more going with the
Just for now.
meritocracy path.
Just for now, I will
Just for now.
probably close up this episode with the speaking to the Jarl, or the and the next episode is gonna start with Bleak Falls Barrows. I think that's the idea.
All right. Sounds like a good idea.
So I can get some spells going, and I can level up a little bit and be at least level enough. Wait, okay. No, to Rudolph. All right. What's your dinner today?
I already finished it. It was like this thinly cut beef with on top of rice. You know, on top of. It's the. I'm gonna order food again in like 2-3 hours, but you know, it was just to kill the matar o bichinho. You know. Cause you know me, man. I need to eat a lot all the time, and
Big boy.
Ah, good God. Not that big though. You'd be surprised, right? I mean, that's the thing. I'm not big like that. You know what I mean? I'm still like, I'm an athlete, sure, but I'm still the skinny type. I shouldn't. I'm lucky. Like, I wish I had your metabolism. I'm like, I like to have it too. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. It's pretty great. Can't complain. Yeah. But I remember when we were teenagers and you used to eat shitloads too, but then you calmed down after a while.
Yeah.
And
well,
and I didn't.
Here where I am now, I kind of picked up on eating a lot again.
Yeah. Well, you and I are lucky that way because we can actually, how can you say? We can afford it.
Sure, that makes sense.
Without it being a big detriment to our health. Like, we don't have to worry about being overweight, thank God. Right? Which is a really nice thing to not have to worry about, I think. Because for some people, unfortunately, it's still... it's a big thing. But not for me and not for you. Put food in my belly. I love it. I love food. Like, I really, really love food. It's so fucking good.
It really does lift up your spirits.
Oh, it's so delicious.
When it's done well, it's such,
Like, I think the senses for me that would be tougher to give up on. Like, no joke. I would rather lose my eyesight than lose my hearing, first of all.
Okay.
A lot of people are surprised at that one, but I love music so much that I would rather lose my eyesight than my hearing, seriously.
I guess it is slightly surprising because
Most people go, oh no, my eyes, but
yeah, the sight is such a predominant sense in human physiology. Yeah, I'm losing
don't get
my
me
way
wrong.
with words.
I still feel like I'd love to keep my eyes, you know, but it's not. It's not. How can I say? It's not. It's not as essential for the things that make me feel alive.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean,
Sure.
right? It's not a sense that stimulates me that much. Of course, you say, hey, how about women? Yes, that's the kryptonite, sure. Or a beautiful view. How about video games? Yes, fuck, right? But I still think I like music more than I like video games in general.
Interesting. Do you think it's
In
easier
general.
to get accustomed to losing the eyesight or sound?
For the hearing, oof, I don't
Hearing,
know
yeah.
because it's interesting because when I lose my hearing, if I have no hearing whatsoever, it really fucks with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really does. Like radar wise, like I really count on my hearing for my surroundings. But and I did an experiment when I was in uni. These blind people, this association of blind people, came to our uni and gave us a stick. And basically, this was really cool. There was a role reversal thing going on, where
Okay.
the blind people walked you around the forum of the uni. Our uni had a big forum, a big open space in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
huge. And they walked us around, and basically, they were our guide while we put these goggles on that completely, you know, take away your eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even not a band-aid, not a what do you call it? Not blinders, but full on like blacked out swimming goggles with a tape
Mm-hmm.
on it, so you can't see anything. Light doesn't go through.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, they walked around as our carers, you know, as we go around, and they taught us how to walk blind, you know.
Right.
It was a super interesting experience. It was a very, very eye-opening. You know, pun intended. Uh, very eye-opening because, and I noticed how quick I think we can adapt. I don't know if it's just me, but I think we can adapt really quick. The dude who was with me taught me how to use, how to be aware of echolocation, and that's why mostly that's the main reason why he taps the stick on the ground, not just to see what's around him, but like the tack, 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 tack is to feel how the sound reverberates around everything else. That's the cool thing about the forum. It's a very, very open space, so you literally hear and feel the sound bouncing off of things. There's a lot of echo.
Right.
And they put a little obstacle course for us with boxes, and which you have to go through using just the echolocation. So basically they give you the stick, but you have to hold it vertically right next to you and just tap the ground, like that, 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 and you have to feel like where you gotta go. It was really cool. I really enjoy it. And but the thing is, eyesight. Besides, it's for me, it's just not a very stimulating sense. I had to say it like that, but it, like in terms of, like I said before, making me feel alive,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then again, I think it's probably the one that I would miss the most if I didn't have it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. And then taste, like between smell and what do you call it? Taste? Yeah, taste. Do you call it taste? Paladar?
Paladar, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Ooh, you found Javier's journal. Ivar. Ivar's journal.
If I recall, the journal is just like we picked up a really good spot to have a good
Yeah.
overview of Whiterun City, and we're going to pillage the city anytime soon. But I don't think they actually do that if you don't do anything.
This game is beautiful. So
Magica
beautiful. Quick save.
health. What am I doing? I need at least. I have 40 with the Novice and Juliano's amulet. So.
Oh, you still. Wait a minute.
I need at least.
What are you trying to upgrade here?
I
What's your
explained
highest
it
thing?
earlier
Destruction?
with no. Destruction is almost level 20.
So
So
one-handed is the thing you got the best right now.
it's the one I use the most, and what I was explaining earlier on, I didn't spend any perks on the damage
Yeah, I
because
see.
the less damage I do, the more times it takes me to kill someone with the
You use
sword,
it more.
and I
Yeah,
use it
yeah,
more,
yeah.
so it will evolve quicker that way. Archery,
Yeah.
I can just train with Fendel and get the money back. So my next objective is hopefully getting block until level 30, because if I get this perk, time slows down if you are blocking during an enemy's power attack. This is going to be one of my main strategies in melee
Blocking
combat.
with armsmen.
And restoration, like we discussed before, the perk of healing spells also restore stamina. And this is the reason why I don't evolve stamina at all when I level up, because eventually I will get this perk. And in Conjuration, which we haven't started yet, but eventually what I want to have is this perk here, where bound weapons cast Soul Trap on targets. And this will be extremely useful on later stages of the game where I use a lot of enchanted equipment.
I love using that with the bow.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's amazing. It's the best shit ever.
Because the
Like, you want to
bounded bow does a
then you
lot of
just
good damage.
because we pick up so many little gems, right, along the way.
Yeah.
So
What you don't
using that with the
use,
bow is
what you don't
it's
use to
the
charge
shit.
your items, you can just do random enchantments to sell, and that is also an extremely good source of income.
Yeah.
In that stage of the game.
Although I don't use the income thing much in Skyrim. Like, it's never I'm not in it for the money, you know.
Well, in my build, I will
I'm
need
more
a lot of
into,
money because of the spells. That's only why. Also, buying the house and building the house and stuff like that, it does.
Yeah, it costs money. It's true. You stand correct. You stand correct.
Is this too early? I think it's too early. What time is it in Skyrim time? It's 6 in the morning, so everyone is still sleeping, I think. While everyone is still sleeping, Fandel, do we still have our stuff? I'm gonna need some of the iron ore we've collected, so I can start transmuting it to gold. I'm gonna need at least 20. Lead on. Okay. And alteration. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to actually read the book on transmutation. Where is it? Oh! Huh. I am such an idiot. I forgot I had that
well, that's not
conjuration
news
book.
for me personally, but sure.
I want a familiar. And we don't need to favorite this because this is an adept level spell. It takes a lot of magicka. It's just good enough to do some stuff here while we wait till it's 8 a.m. at least to talk to the people. Do you happen to know if Jack is joining us anytime soon?
He's having lunch, so I guess that he will be joining later.
I should do that as well, right? Food is important. Okay. After I end this stream, I might go eat something myself. What do I have here?
Good.
This is disenchant, and give it to Fandel, possibly. Disenchant. I can sell these.
I only found out in Skyrim that you can give stuff to your companions, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To your follower, that you can make them carry stuff. When I was like level 35 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think you told me at the time. You're like, oh, you can just do this. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a companion. Like, oh, I want to travel alone. He's like, it's so useful. And it was insane. My second and third playthrough, I thought, how the fuck did I go so long without a companion? So most of my Skyrim experience was actually solo for most of the time.
God damn.
Yeah. It's
Did you
like
have to
full on solo?
Yeah. To leave a lot of loot stuff behind because of the weight? Oh no, what was
Not
your
really,
first
no,
character actually?
Not really,
Was
because...
it the orc that I saw you play once? Was it the orc character, the first character you did? I saw you play once with an orc.
No. My first character ever was a Khajiit.
Ah, interesting. I didn't know that.
My first, yeah, I was like, Khajiit is cool. Because I remember at the time you telling me that you spend most of your time, and honestly it's true, in dungeons. Like most of the time that you
50% of the time
that you're
it's
actually
dungeons,
playing with
yeah. Mm-hmm.
that you're playing, that's gonna hone your skills, you know. Most of the hard work will be done in dungeons.
It depends.
So I remember that it would be better if... What if I could just see in the dark? I didn't use it that often, that power. Although the claws were pretty useful, I would say.
For fisticuffs.
Yeah, the fisticuffs were that was pretty useful actually. I liked using that, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, the Khajiit.
Yeah, the Khajiit was a really good first character. I really liked it. It was fun to me.
Because they have a race power that you can use all the time. It's not a race power you can only use once per day, right? Like the Orcish is Berserk once per day.
Yep.
The Nord is Battle Cry once per day. But the Khajiit, you can do the Eyesight or Night Vision or whatever it's called all the time, which is extremely nice.
Although, let's be honest, when I played with the Orc and double-handed, it was easy. Like these things came easy, you know. The fighting was very easy. It was almost not fair. So I got actually a bit tired of it, and I just diversified that character that I had at that point. It was better.
This is gonna take a long time like this, so I should just walk around the city.
That's a good piece. Looking to protect yourself? Or deal?
But yeah, so I'm guessing heavy armor, two-handed, blacksmith for the orc character.
Yep.
Yeah.
One-handed as well, because I really love to do one-handed, but on each hand, right?
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
You see what I mean? You like with one sword in each hand. I really like to play like that. It's quick, makes the fighting quick, and when you have that plus the perk, it's nice. It's very nice.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that on.
What time is this? Almost 8. Is Ysolda already up? It's kind of a big brother thingy that I can just track down the people related to quests. Oh, I need actually 2. Right. How's your week been so far, though?
All right, man. I mean, it's a holiday tomorrow, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty neat.
What kind of holiday?
I would say.
If I may ask.
Regular bank holiday. There's a lot of holidays in Thailand.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
I am not familiar.
So, I don't even know what kind of holiday it is. I just know that they got one. and I'm not complaining. You know, I work in a public school, man. It wasn't easy. It's fucking kids. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my job. I really do, but it's very demanding.
How old are the kids now? Like 8?
The ones I teach are
9?
10.
10, okay.
10, 10, 10. 10, 11, they're in 5th grade. So...
Once I've made... Thank you. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant.
And do you have like
raw trade.
test periods in that time age group, or not so much?
Yeah, there's
it's not
tests.
like uni.
There's
There
tests.
is?
There are
Okay.
tests. Absolutely.
So do you have like a bunch of tests in the springtime coming up, or how
There's
does it work?
exams coming in the spring. There are usually like national tests that they have to take, but those I did them already. The thing is, I'm making them a test on Monday to get a feel for how much they know before I send them into the exam next month. So it's I have to make tests. I have to make tests this weekend. Which is not so much fun, but it's okay.
Sure.
It's okay.
It's okay. And you already have like a date when you might be coming back to Europe?
That is still a mystery.
So it's not for sure if you come back like spring or summer this year?
It is not for sure because of the situation, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because when I do come back, and I want to come back, I still want to... I don't want it just to be coming back for a holiday to visit. If that's possible, cool. You know? But I don't know then if I'll be able to come back here.
I thought it was...
or if I should just come to visit and then come back here. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna find out soon enough, I'm guessing. And if I do come back, I don't know if I'm gonna tell anybody immediately, to be honest.
Why?
Like, I might just be back and not tell anyone at first, you know?
Okay.
Wait, I can't hear you anymore now for some reason.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, this is the downtime period of Skyrim where it's just a lot of menus.
There's chores in Skyrim, yes,
selling
the chores.
stuff.
Spending 40 minutes in menus before you leave for quests.
Yeah. I guess it depends from player to player, right? But unfortunately, I am very meticulous that way, and I spend a lot
like
of
it too.
time.
When I'm going on quests, I like to get stuff ready properly.
Oh, 300 seconds. That's why. Interesting. We're not gonna need it for our ways. Berserker, definitely not. Schoolman, we're gonna keep. Solution of health. I just want to make money. That's my objective right now. Regeneration.
Prerogative.
19 and 22. Okay. Fendel, I have good news.
I've got your back.
I have skooma for you if you ever want to try it out. All the cool kids are doing it. Here.
Who's all the cool kids? Who's doing what?
What's next? Then
All
you're
the
gonna
cool
pimp him
kids
out?
are doing
You're gonna pimp
skooma.
out Fandel?
I'm right behind you.
Lolo is turning Fandel into a gigolo. That's what he's doing.
No,
What?
no,
Is
no,
this-
no, no.
Is this happening on Discord or is it just on Twitch?
On Twitch as well. Sorry.
Yeah. On both.
Oh, it's on both. I don't see.
I think.
I don't see a stream on Discord.
No, it's not streaming on Discord. It's streaming on Twitch.
Okay, okay.
Because, like I mentioned a couple before, I tried to stream something else, but it wasn't working. So I came back to Skyrim since it's a long series I want to do for anyway.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn on Twitch for you, and I'm turning on Twitch for Fabio as well because it's streaming Hitman 3.
Pikmin 3. All right. Which version? The Switch version or the Wii version?
Yeah, the Switch version,
Hitman.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hitman, not Pikmin. Hitman, not Pikmin, Lolo.
Hitman. Oh,
The
Pikmin. I
Agent
don't know why
43,
I
the bald
was like
assassin.
dreaming of Pikmin and I was like, Pikmin, yes, exactly
That's
that.
why I was like, why would it be on Switch? Like Hitman for Switch? Yes. Absolutely. That's the
Lolo,
dream.
wasn't Hitman your man crush when you were in high school?
I wouldn't say a man crush, but the guy had style, and my very impressionable young mind was very, yes, delighted at the amount of style that Agent
This guy is so
47.
cool.
Yeah. And now I
Agent
am
Marco.
flabbergasted, and I don't remember what I was gonna do. Okay, I remember what I was gonna do. I'm gonna eat the ingredients. For those who don't know, like every ingredient on alchemy has like 4 characteristics, and one of the ways to know the first characteristics is to just eat. And
Alchemy,
eating your
boring,
ingredients
Never did a potion in my life.
also levels up alchemy. But yeah, alchemy in this game is sort of redundant.
Bro, what is this? What is this?
You can
Is
get
this,
around
is this
it
The
without
Witcher?
it.
Come on.
Actually, I should stream The Witcher.
Maybe.
But my computer won't be able to sustain the game, unfortunately. Maybe if I played the first one, though. I've never played the first one. Like, I've played the third one twice and the second one once, but I've never played the first one.
It's rough.
It is?
It's rough. I've seen my my former flatmate was playing it at one point, and it's rough too. I mean, I guess that if you grew up with it or whatever, that it's could be fun. But it wasn't for me when I saw it. Like even the second one, ça commence à dater, not exactly up to date, let's put it that way. But it's playable, I guess, if you overlook it. But the other ones, no. In my opinion, the third one is not possible to play like that.
And we have something special for you this time.
What are you talking about?
Last week, a scholar came to me. He seemed a fool to me.
Talking about The
The
Witcher.
honor of the companions demand. This is a simple. Farkas will be
Playing The Witcher 1.
Try not to disappoint.
Lolo was wondering. And I'm just telling him that, oof,
It might
I'm not too
be
sure.
okay, because the game came out in 2008 or 2007. Is that possible? 2008, I think.
2008? No, peraí. Yeah, The Witcher 1 came out in 2008. Yeah.
No, it did not. When we were 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
For yeah, the first Witcher came out in around that time, I
I
think.
thought it was
right?
prior to that, but I don't know. It could have been. I
No,
didn't
but the
have.
thing is, it does look like it's prior to that. That's the problem. It's you don't play it for the gameplay so much. You play it for the experience.
Okay.
No, come on, it's true, man. There's games that look. Skyrim didn't look like it came out in 2011. When you looked at it.
Comparatively with other games, I guess.
Yeah.
But
The Witcher
Like
came
I
out at
think
the end of 2007.
Oblivion looked and played better for its time than Skyrim. For its time, you know, for its time. While The Witcher is clunked down.
Mother, what's the meaning of this?
Well, what was the wee was calm down. Right.
Averstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorough.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn?
I hate drawing.
No, you don't.
But
Don't
I
lie.
also love it. But right now I don't like it. No, I hate it. You know why? You know why, Lolo? You know
What's
why?
happening?
Because I'm drawing myself. Ew. Disgusting.
But you draw very well.
Disgusting.
I like your drawings.
I don't draw. Oh, that's sweet of you, Lolo. You're always so sweet. You always know what to say. Some clear, some fofinho. Cyber kiss for you. Cyber kiss for you. Absolute. Absolute.
Like even in
no, it's
high
very
school
difficult
when
to
you
draw
did
myself.
drawings around the school books and stuff, like I enjoyed those as well.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, that's the only way I managed to, pay attention.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be the opposite though?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's funny that way actually, because it managed. Thing is, much like you, sir, I have a capability of spacing out beyond what most people can comprehend. But you comprehend exactly what I mean, right? I mean, after all, idiots do tend to think alike.
Hey.
But drawing is kind of a passive thing that I could do, just like doodling, right? Not focusing so much, but doodling, to the point where I can listen to what's going on in the background, and it keeps my mind from getting too distracted. So it keeps it busy enough that I can still listen to class, but also doesn't require too much that I can still listen to class. Yeah. But
I can do
I had a few teachers that were upset with it.
Yeah, no doy.
Dude, really? I had no. For me, it was teachers were always like, "Why you talk so much? Why you make so many jokes in class? Stop it. Get some help." I never had a.
Yeah, but that's your Portugal teacher.
Was your teacher Mike Tyson?
No. My teachers in Brussels as well. It's just they always said, "You is very good student, but you no pay attention." I'm like, bruh, I know this shit. I don't need to pay attention. Shit.
Ooh,
Too
cocky
cool
cunt.
for school. Well, when it comes to academia, bruh, I'm pretty decent. I have to say, for whatever reason. But
you're pretty decent, given what you studied, right?
Excuseer meneer.
I would say the same thing. I'd say the same thing for myself, man. I didn't go into fucking astrophysics.
Okay, to be
So
fair, when I came to Portugal, I first started by studying economics before switching to humanities. My first math exam, I had 2 out of 20. So I'm not.
That's sad, you man.
Yeah.
You had 2 out of 20 in math when you moved to Portugal.
I told you right that they were a year ahead of us of what we were doing in Brussels. So for me, it was all like, dude, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. That's when I told myself, I'm gonna switch to humanities because it's the easy way out, I guess.
There's an easy way out. There's a shortcut home.
Yeah.
There's an easy way out.
You know it, bro. Absolutely.
Giving in can be wrong.
To be fair, like I really enjoyed economics when I was in Brussels. That's why I thought, I might go into this. This is cool. And then I was like, nah, fuck It's too many numbers. I love numbers and shit, but nah. Advanced math is not.
You like the numbers?
I love quick math, bro. I have yet to be defeated at Buzz in Ring of Fire. I have never been defeated. I am the undefeated champion of Buzz.
If you lose at Buzz in Ring of Fire, you need to reevaluate your school.
But the thing is, no. How far up did you get in a Buzz battle? Like how far?
The Buzz is numbers that end in 7 or are multiples of 7, if I remember correctly. I haven't played that in fucking years.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. I don't know. I just know that I don't use those. I don't lose those.
Fair.
I don't like. I have trouble thinking about it right now.
There's always someone who will fuck up. Usually, there's always somebody else.
Do you have news?
But,
Did you find something?
I think the highest number I've gone up to the 60s and 70s. I think
I'll do any.
That was the highest I've gone up to with one person. It was just literally back and forth. I was like, you little son of bitch, you try, but you don't succeed. No.
Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you
should we stream ourselves playing a Ring of Fire? Sounds like a cool game to play on a
Ooh.
stream.
No.
No?
No.
Not even I'm gonna think about it? Okay.
Lauren's is like, oh.
Can we even?
Maybe.
Why wouldn't we?
Well, I'm gonna share with you guys a couple of internet creator content where people get drunk, and you tell me if it's feasible or not.
Think about like even famous Let's Players like Markiplier. One of his most famous series was Drunk Minecraft.
Right.
Famous series.
Like I think it has like limitations if you want to make money out of Twitch or YouTube. Like you get instantly demonetized. But I think it's all right.
Yeah, because we make so much money with this.
As long as it's clear that it's for mature audiences, I think it's fine.
All my streams are for mature audiences. So that's all good. So good.
Okay, I'm kind of losing track of what we were doing. This we're gonna for much later when we get to Solitude. Farkas, right. This is the mission we're gonna have to do.
Farkas, you cunt. I remember that idiot.
Which means I'm gonna need to train with you for archery before I'll let you go. Give me the training, and now give me the monies.
Show
Where
me
is
the
the
golders.
Which means free leveling up.
Show me the meaning of being lonely.
So that's 40, we're at least 30. We can do a little bit of health now. Yep. And novice spell conjuration, because we got the familiar that I actually forgot we had. Okay, the next mission is gonna be interesting dungeon.
By the way, Lawrence.
No, this is where we left off last time. And it's either bow or one-handed. I think I'm gonna have to go with one-handed because the next dungeon is gonna be quite a severe. What is this one on restoration though? Regeneration. Healing spell score 50% more. Done. This is what we need. Okay. And Fandal is gonna have to meet us later. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to Fandal, unfortunately, because Farkas is very... this is the thing that I hate a little bit about Skyrim, is you are not able to have more than one followers.
I know you're into slavery, but come on.
No, I like friends. It's just that I want to share my adventures. And have them carry all the stuff I cannot carry.
Friends carry all my shit. Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna quick save here. And I'm gonna...
And she's like, am I supposed to carry my own things like some fucking peasant? You take me for a pleb?
Do I look plebeian to
Farkas.
I hope you readied yourself.
I did ready it myself. I am so fucking ready, you have no idea.
Let's see if you impress.
I will impress.
You're going to be my shield
Vandal.
Hell yeah.
Can you chain me? Who was this called? Why did call this my trial? I'm just gonna do these very fast.
If you are honorable and strong, then I can call you brother.
What is Uthrat?
He came from, but not all of them, because some of them.
Who was the scholar?
Skjord thinks you should find him, and I'm supposed to watch you.
Who's singing? Who is this beautiful voice?
What do you think?
Twitch's Got Talent.
Twitch got talent. Oh, we should do this.
What? Are you serious? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I am 100% behind
100%? Okay.
100%.
100%.
All the nerds and all the gamers be like, this is my talent.
I guess I cannot.
Are you
I can
mad?
finish this game with just one hand, the whole game in 2 hours. Yeah. Twitch has got talent. Hell yeah.
I think Farkas is not following me anymore.
You're a mad lad, innit?
You mad?
I did think many times of like doing like streams with karaoke shit and stuff like that. I think that would.
You should do streams of personal concerts, like your music and stuff.
But I don't really have the right gear for that, unfortunately.
What do you need?
Well, I kind of need stuff.
I don't want to put you in the spot, sorry. So only talk if you want to talk about it.
Put him in the spot. Tell me what you got. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Right. No, I need like I need an interface first, like a Scarlet type thing.
Yes, the focus, right? The interface,
exactly.
for example.
I need a proper mic that connects with an XLR, not just this mic that I have, because it's a podcast mic. It's not really a proper mic for music capture and things like that. I need my Mac.
You need to collect your stuff that is back in London. That's what you need to do.
I've had my roommates prepare me a care package, which hopefully will be sent and received soon. And once I have it, I'll have the programs I know how to use for audio and video editing, which means that I will finally be able to properly do the editing of the things we've been doing as well. So, yeah, that's kind of what I need for that purpose. The thing is, I'm having all that stuff sent. I'm having my amp sent as well, so I'm having my gear sent. The only thing I'm not getting sent is a guitar, but I'll figure that out. That's not really the end of the world, I guess. But yeah, that's what I need for to do the music streams, bro. You know? It's not as simple as just like, I mean, you can definitely just put a mic in front of you and do it very basic.
But then it doesn't translate. Like if some frequencies get lost in the
really
recording,
does not translate.
yeah.
It's like
with
when
the guitar
you
or the
busk
singing,
without a mic, or when you're playing in a living room setup, just completely unplugged, and when you go to a gig and you're actually plugged in and you can play with the microphone, you know how to use the sounds of the microphone to make yourself sound better and shit like that. So yeah, like I realize when I'm doing a gig how much better I can make my performance just due to the fact that I have a microphone and I can hear myself and I can use that amplification to control my voice a lot better. So it does make a huge difference. Definitely. Every time I see you go with your friend just walking around, all I can hear in my head is dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 with
What's
like
that
the
from?
little coconuts thing. It's from Monty Python, The Holy Grail.
Okay, I have to rewatch the Monty Python. Because I've only watched them once, the Grail. What was it called? The Grail movie and the Life of Brian.
Yeah, both great.
But it's been such a long time, and I was not in the most perceptive state to remember. If that makes any sense.
It does. But that's exactly the state in which you should be watching that anyway.
Yeah.
Your father was a hamster, and your mother smells of elderberry. Oh, John, please, how you make me laugh. Fitchy lavash? Fitchy lavash? Oh. I think I rewatched The Meaning of Life not too long ago.
The Meaning of Life?
Yeah.
Was ist das?
It's a Monty Python movie.
What do you mean, was ist das, Lolo? I kill you.
I'm such an uncultured swine about some stuff. Like.
You're not the man of culture as well.
No. Not when it comes to Monty Python, unfortunately.
To be fair, it's one of the worst movies in my opinion. It's good. It has a very good parts to it, but as a whole movie, it's
like,
not really.
My ignorance is gonna show, but how many movies have they done in total?
Holy shit!
4.
You mean the thing
Monty
is,
Python.
Yeah, but do you mean motion pictures or do you mean motion pictures with sketches in it?
Whichever.
Relative.
Motion pictures, really. Sketches, I'm guessing a lot, no?
Because, like, that's the thing about
there's the Monty Python's Flying Circus. The Meaning of Life is an amalgamation of sketches.
That's an actual title, you're not just making it up?
It's made with the purpose of being a movie. It all has a connection to each other. But yeah.
So there's The Meaning of Life, there's Life of Brian, the King Arthur Knights of the fucking Holy Grail thing.
Yeah, the Holy Grail I remember with the rabbits and.
There's 3 full motion pictures with all the Monty Python members, and then the Holy Grail, Life of Brian, Meaning of Life.
Yeah, those are the 3 motion pictures.
And then you have the long sketch show, which was Monty Python's Flying Circus, colored. And then even prior to that, still with all the sketches with another member who then left, Marty Feldman, you had, like, at last the 1948 show, I think it was called. Nepir.
Something like that. It's been a while
The
since
one
I've
that
seen
preceded, the one that preceded the Monty Python Flying Circus show. Still black and white, by the way. Some of these.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. What did you call it? What was the name you gave it?
At last, the 1948 show.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's exactly it. I think it is. They have things before that as well, but that is how it really got started.
Nope.
Just to think that shit was done like 50 years ago, it's insane.
Well, the at last 1948 show was
that's like
early
67,
60s.
something like that. Yeah. So
Sorry, the mid 60s. Yeah. Something like that. We old, man.
We old?
You know what's funny? Like, think about like what 15 years is like. 15, 20 years, you know? Especially in the pre-internet age, because the world changes faster. We were born barely 15 years after the fascist regime in Portugal.
Bro, I know. Crazy.
In a country that at the time, and even still today, it takes a long time to change, because it's kind of isolated from everything else.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that change comes by slow. It's just we don't really have. I mean, I think people here are very accepting of their situation, and that's why things don't really change fast when they need to change, because people are very much with that whole concept of let it be, let go with the flow. I mean, it's like it's like Amalia said in one of her lyrics. There's an immense joy in the. There's an enormous joy in being poor but being able to give. So a lot of our culture is based on like, we're okay, we don't have money, but we're here for each other. And I feel like because we're so, embracing of that ideal, so to say, we don't really.
That is very Lusitan, yes.
As a people, you mean, right?
As a people.
You're not talking about the individual,
I'm
talking
not
about
talking about the individual. I'm talking as a people, because obviously, if you look at it as a country in social political terms, I mean, it's going to reflect on it as well, obviously. So I feel like that's why we don't really move forward a lot. Also, we don't have Brazil's gold anymore.
Okay. That went into a different direction where I thought it was going.
The gold is gone.
Okay, controversial, historical, social, political stuff. Yeah.
You laugh it. You laugh to hear about the history of the gold.
The history of the gold.
The history of the gold.
Devolve o nosso ouro, porra!
Devolve o nosso ouro.
Oh. Oh, interesting. See, should I actually disenchant this beautiful iron helmet of Magicka with 30 points and keep the novice hood, which is the same? No, I should disenchant the novice hood and keep the helmet. This was very fortunate for this playthrough, actually. Very useful. And we're gonna need...
See? Everything's better with your friends.
Yes,
right?
Sex is better with your friends, I agree.
Is it though?
100%.
100%?
100% better with your friends.
I mean, I used to say this, and I still stick to my guns when I say that the perfect relationship, or the perfect relationship you can have with someone, is basically having a relationship with a best friend that you want to fuck. So the best friend that you practice. This is the best kind of relationship you can have.
Yeah, I'll never have the best relationship with you guys.
That's okay, bro.
You ugly cunts. You ugly cunts.
Listen, not all of us have been tailored out of, an ebony kind of like fucking marble stone, okay? Not all of us have been tailored to be fucking high competitive people with good looks and charm and charisma, okay? I was dealt a very bad hand in my game of Dungeons and Dragons. This being life, obviously. So,
really?
We do what we can. I'm a bard, I'll live with that. That's okay. You're a fucking warrior. Bruh, you do you, boo-boo.
I'm not a warrior. I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
What you got yourself into?
I'm an artist.
Sit tight. I'll find
Artistry.
What was that?
It's time to die, dog. We knew you'd be
Ah.
Your mistake.
Oh Lord!
Which one is
It's
that?
time to die,
Oh,
dog.
Lord, won't you buy me? Mercedes Benz?
Killing you will make for an
None of you will be alive to tell it.
So basically you just lock yourself in a jail cell and then you let your friend.
Yeah, this is like a pseudo-narrative moment with the Companions quest where you actually get to see that some of the members in the Companions Guild are actually werewolves. And the main enemy of the Companions are the Silverhand, a group of mercenaries that is bound to kill all werewolves in Skyrim.
Given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts, fearsome.
And
yes,
the fact that you're gonna be a vampire makes no conflict between you and these
I'm not gonna be a
Eyes on the
vampire,
prey,
but yeah, you
not the
could actually.
horizon.
Well,
We should keep
it's
moving. Still looks hard
the
to
thing
open
is,
your
it's
mouth.
necessary for you to become a werewolf in order to complete the companion's quest, because there's a point where you get invited into the inner circle.
Yeah.
They're like, yes, welcome to
Like
the
the Fast
real.
and the Furious, basically.
What?
Yeah.
Like the Fast and the Furious? I'm kind of lost with that.
Yeah, the first
comparison.
movie when they're like, yeah, you want to be a part of us, blah blah. You have to do a few races, get tight with them. And they're like, okay, we're gonna let you in on our thing. We steal DVD players off the back of trucks.
Right,
And that's
that
how
was
we
the
pay for
actual
thousands
plot.
and thousands of
Oh
dollars.
my god, when DVD
of
players
racing
were the
gear.
shit.
Wow. I am
Oh
so
my
happy
God.
I've never watched any iteration
You
of that
should.
franchise.
You really should, Pedro.
What? You should.
I am
They're great.
so proud. I have never seen any of it. I'm like, yep.
It's part of modern culture, or is it? I don't know anymore.
Again, I can live through quotes and references. I don't actually need to watch something to understand it. I mean, I've never seen Star Wars, really, and I still get most of those references and shit just from.
That's
hearing
okay,
it.
Pedro. We can still be friends.
Okay, thank you.
We forgive you.
We forgive you.
Dudes, listen. I forgive you guys for not being into drag racing and shit like that, okay? And I don't make a big.
What's drag racing? Like you tie up your idiot friend on a rope behind you and you sprint and you drag him off.
Bro, I meant this in drag queen racing, but sure.
Yeah, he do. We're all,
So a
playing,
queen does it. So you tie a queen ties her best friend
Yes.
to a rope to her waist
a monarchy
and
royalty,
drags her through the
yes.
floor,
That's what
and
I
the
mean.
first queen to get to the race gets crowned the queen, as opposed to a queen or the super queen.
Yes,
Something
queen.
like that.
You got it right.
Okay.
You into
Well,
that?
my assumptions are always correct.
Let me send you a few of my favorite episodes from RuPaul's Drag Race and see if you get it.
I've never actually watched any episodes from that series. Like, I have
See?
no
You know
idea
what's
what's
funny?
it about.
It's actually
I've heard
very funny.
about it
I
a
watched
lot.
one episode with a girl I was dating. It's very funny.
It's great. It's the fucking best. I mean, I've eaten all of the series, all of the seasons. I love it.
What's the show though? I have no idea what the premise or
So
what the recipe
basically,
or
you
formula.
know what the you remember like an old show called America's Next Top Model.
No.
Have
Sorry.
you even heard of it? Do you know what it is?
No.
It's a reality show.
A reality
Yeah.
show.
thing,
Okay.
you know, with,
Or like
yeah.
the one that has Giselle Bundchen saying like, "Okay, goodbye." The one that's about fashion, where they go in and compete to make dresses and shit like that. Okay, Lauren, you don't know anything about reality TV. Okay, that's fine.
Very little.
That's
Good for you, man.
That's good for you.
Good for you. Okay.
But in
Yeah.
any case, very simply put, it's a competition between famous or not so famous drag queens around the U.S. initially. Now it's spread more than that. But it's a competition to see who becomes America's next drag queen, like top drag queen or the world's top drag queen.
Sure.
And it's all done like basically every episode is composed by a series of like mini tests and like challenges and things like that, where you get to discover more about each of the queens, what they do, who they are, what are their skills, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much the, let's say, the whole shtick about it. It's
Okay.
basic. The thing is, I'm into drag in general as an art style, so I'm interested in it. You know, like I went to see a RuPaul Drag Race show live a couple of years ago.
Interesting.
So,
In London
yeah.
or?
Copenhagen.
Ah. Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I'm into that shit. I think it's phenomenal artistry. Of course, like there's a lot of drama in that show because I mean,
That's part of the formula.
shade, but yeah, I mean, it's really. I think that for someone who isn't into that world, it's a fun show to watch, as in a popcorn show. You know, it's just fun to watch.
It's true.
What makes it fun? Is it the drama? Is it the stakes?
It's all of it. It's all of it.
No, it's the guys, the girls, the them. They're really funny.
With the denomination.
Whatever, man. Those humans, those people are very funny.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the seasons. It depends on the queens. But yeah, I mean.
But you're then well versed in the series then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Wasn't it available on Netflix as well at some point, or still is?
It's, as far as I know, there's like 10 seasons on Netflix.
Wow, 10 seasons.
It is on Netflix.
I had no idea.
It's very it's very niche, but the people who like it love it.
It's not very niche anymore. It used to be.
Meaning
it used to be, right? Because
the people I know
became...
who've watched it for 10 years, like, they don't just like it, they love it.
Oh yeah,
the ones
I
that
love
I
it.
know about.
I absolutely love it. And the thing is, it's ongoing. Like, you have spin-offs of it as well.
Yep.
You have RuPaul's Drag Race, and then you have Drag Race UK, and then you have Drag Race All Stars and shit. So there's a lot of spin-offs of it. If you have a chance to watch the UK version, for example, it's funny for me.
Oh, there's different versions.
Yeah, there's a UK version. The first season came out a year or 2 years ago. And I mean, for me, it's fun because, well, not that I'm currently in the UK, but I live there, and I have actually seen a couple of those queens in London before they were on the show.
Interesting.
So it's really
well,
fun.
you are in show business, so.
I am in the industry. I mean, I have performed at Brighton Pride, so I mean, yes.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means, but cool.
Do you not know what Pride is? Pride.
Oh, Pride! I thought you were talking about some club.
No.
Yeah, no.
Brighton is a city.
I don't know, man. It's not, I don't know your life.
Okay, that's cool, man. Shit. But yeah. So, Lawrence, it would never be a series I recommend for you, though, honestly.
Oh,
to be fair.
Okay.
More like a few snippets would be funny to watch.
Because he's not
You know what I
into
mean?
reality TV at all. Like, so...
Me neither.
The closest I've been, which was kind of close but not really, I was a boom operator for a pilot of a possible reality TV show set in Monaco that was never got picked up.
To fruition.
No. But it was some really nice paid holidays. So
I had no idea.
This was like in 2012 or 2013. Well, I think
when was this?
It was either the first year Pedro came to Ealing, or it was a couple of months before Pedro came to Ealing. I think it was my first class when I was doing film studies.
Then it was before I moved there, because you started a year before I moved there.
Yeah, but around that time then, I was still with Nevermind. But yeah, true that, it was before then.
With that biche.
No names needed, but yes. And I spent like a week in Monaco, and like I had everything, a roof on my head, like everything was paid for. It was pretty awesome. A very nice experience, but unfortunately I never got to hear again from those people ever again, because the pilot was not picked up. Well, I kind of miss those people though. I had a very enjoyable circle at the film school, and I have no idea what they are doing nowadays, because I
remember some of those peeps.
I abandoned Facebook a couple of years ago, and so I have no idea what they became. I guess, like, yeah.
Have you heard anything from this a complete apart? But I'm just curious. Have you heard anything from Alex at all?
From who?
Alex, the the Cypress girl?
Last time, yeah, she was real fun to hang out with. Beautiful voice, extremely good sense of humor. But no, like the last time I heard from her, it was a couple of years when back like 2-3 years ago. No, 3-4 years ago when I was in Berlin, 2017. And she was thinking of going to Berlin, but something got mixed up. But yeah, she started her own band actually. Once she got back to Cyprus. And I should check up on their music again. Actually, it's been a while, but their first stuff was very enjoyable.
She is the one that introduced me to the Swedish reggae band called Cultiration.
Cultiration is beautiful. Yeah, that was
great.
Very cool band.
Yeah. That's fair, bro. Don't worry. I mean, I don't keep in contact.
Kulturahun, as you say, is supposedly in Swedish. I'm sorry if I botched the pronunciation, but yeah, I'm not fluently versed in Swedish.
100% bro. Inget problem. That's all good, bro.
Yeah, but that band is pretty sweet indeed. These guys, they think I cannot tell, but I know that they are fake sleeping. Like, you're not gonna drop on me.
Yeah, dude.
Alright. This dungeon is kind of long though, unfortunately, but I think we must be 60% in it.
In it to win it, bro. You know it.
Is Papo still with us?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Because it got very silent for a moment. I was kind of worried.
I'm drawing.
Oh, speaking of which,
in
since
my
we're on the
draw
subject,
of myself, I
what are
look
you
like
drawing?
the biggest douche.
What?
Which is quite accurate, actually. You know, that's how one views oneself. Often. Now I understand why people judge me the way they do when they meet me. They don't understand.
What? Was passiert? No.
Yeah, I don't really get that either, Alfonso. You really don't have...
A topic for another day.
You are a beautiful human
It's
being.
different for you guys, because we knew each other since we're kids.
I knew you since you were shorter than me, and that's saying a lot.
Lol. Lol. Yeah, no. Yeah. Growth, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't drink your milk? Bro, Edward the editing.
Drank my milk?
I don't drink my milk, I'm fucked.
Drank my milk. Ate healthy. Smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. There you go. That's the secret, kids.
It's not even
Not
that.
a pack, but close to half.
It's also because I did all those things that I didn't do any sort of exercise at all. So,
Yeah, I did a lot of it.
conditioned my body for stuff.
Tall people. I have tall family members.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the tallest of my family, so I'll take it. But I told you as well, like from my friends here, there's one that's taller than me, and I'm the second tallest.
That's insane, man. Like, to me, to think about that. It's...
Yeah, because I'm short. But in any case...
You're not short. No, but it's insane. Like, you're the second tallest.
I know.
You have, like...
I love it!
Absolute height. You know?
Yeah, that's the one thing I love about Portuguese girls, is that they're so short. I love it. So good. Perfect. You know, they're all like 1.50 something. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's the ideal height.
Look, over here, if a girl is over 160, she's tall-ish. if she's over 160, she's, you know, a little bit tall. On the tall side.
Yeah, I mean, like, my sister's considered tall. She's 170. That's pretty tall for a Portuguese girl.
Yeah, that's tall. That's proper tall in Portugal. Okay.
This is gonna be very problematic. I'm gonna need a bit of this, gonna need a little bit of oh, no, they're not magic.
Get by with a little help from my friend. Ooh, a bit fine.
I get high with a little help from my friend.
I get by with my little help from my band.
Come on, don't run away.
It's funny, you know that song? It's one of the few Beatles songs that I actually prefer the cover to the original. I prefer the...
What's the cover?
Woodstock cover.
Yeah, no. Tom Waits or Joe Cocker?
It's an amazing performance. It's so fucking, like, primal. It's so good. It's so much better than the original one. Is what would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you try to sing?
Yeah, the Beatles do have a few songs that sound like children's songs.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, songs that would end up on kids' morning shows if they were released in the 90s for the first time. Like if you didn't know they were Beatles songs, right?
That's because those shows you're referring to got inspired by the Beatles, no?
Absolutely, yeah, of course. But it's, you know, obladi, oblada, A, B, C, D, can I get a cup of tea? And there are people all over the world who learn to speak English because of Beatles songs.
Yeah, dude, there's this whole, there's a sketch by Les Inconnus, I think I sent it to you, Alfonso. There's a sketch where it's Thierry Lafrance, it's like an old school, like, black and white. They do a sketch where it's like black and white and they reproduce what would be like of a French, kind of like medieval times. There's a dude called Thierry Lafrance who's kind of like a Robin Hood, and they're attacking the English. And the English, the way they talk, they literally just say Beatles lyrics when they talk.
Oh, really? Like in Scary Movie when the girl's just saying Japanese brands when she's talking to the dude. What is it? Scary Movie 2? She just goes to speak Japanese to the kid. She goes, Toshiba, Sunny, Fujitsu, Kojima, Toshiba, Daihatsu.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Lolo, do you remember that?
I remember Scary Movie, but I don't remember that part specifically. But yeah, I guess those movies didn't age well.
Well, the thing is, which Scary Movie is it? Because I remember the first and the second.
I don't know. No. It's the third one?
Oh, then that's already out of my jurisdiction.
I think.
It's too far gone for me. Fuck that.
The third one, maybe. Not too sure.
But yeah, in that sketch, for example, there's a part where the English see the French, and they're like, "Obladi, oblada, she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah." I'm like, it's so good.
Obladi, oblada, she loves you, yeah, yeah. All right.
It's also like that sketch where I sent to you where they're doing Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. I don't remember the name. Fuck. Where literally it's just subtitled in French, but all they say is fuck, fuck, fuck you, hey mother, fuck you, man, fuck you, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ, so good. Such epic comedy the French people have, man.
Sometimes,
yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I still think to this day that Astérix et Obélix Mission Cléopâtre
It's one of the top.
I haven't
one of the
watched that movie in
greatest,
such a long time, but I have very fond memories of it.
rewatch it, please.
Dude, I rewatched it like a month ago. It's so good.
When?
Like a month ago. Like I
Okay.
watch it not very often, but I watch it at least once every 2 years just for fun because it's so good. So
it's amazing.
Okay, this is gonna turn sour.
By the way, I
very
was
soon.
wondering, have any of you seen an anime called Cells at Work?
What?
Cells at Work.
With the blood cells and the white cells, that there's a couple of versions of it. Like there's the version where the guy is the red blood cell and the girl is the white blood cell, and then the inverted version, right?
I only know of the inverted version, but it's just I never seen it, right? But I saw it like somewhere. I saw some snippets of it, and it gave me such. I don't know if you guys watched this movie as kids. A movie called Osmosis Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, which is half cartoon, half real life with Bill Murray and I think Chris Rock plays Osmosis Jones. I'm not sure, but I think he does. But yeah, it reminds me a lot of that, like the animation of having the inner body works and stuff like that. It looks so fucking cool. I am really interested in watching that actually. I think it's on Netflix. But if you guys haven't watched it, I was just searching for an opinion.
The recent one, which I don't know which version it is, but it was kind of a winter seasonal anime, was pretty well received from what I've seen. But I think it's the one where the girl is actually the white blood cell. And it's a version where the body of the host is in a very bad health. Like the body of the host is like a smoker and an alcoholic or something of the sort. I don't know if that's the version you actually watched.
Well, like I said, I only saw snippets of it.
Oh, okay.
Literally like 5 minutes of something. And I didn't see the external. I didn't see the actual man.
What was the movie you were referencing though, in comparison with Bill Murray? Because the one I'm mostly remember is the one from what's his face, director from Manhattan and Woody Allen. Like Woody Allen, I think one of his first movies was something similar, like the anthropomorphic version of cells inside of a human body host kind of thing.
I'm not remembering.
Am I misremembering this? Maybe I'm misremembering this, but it was such a long time ago.
Right, it's not like I'm really a big fan of Woody Allen to begin with.
I used to be, I have to say, but yeah, time didn't.
You had a daughter, what?
Yeah, yeah. That was
really
very iffy.
That's not really a. I still love Roman Polanski.
Yeah, how do we do this? Like, what do you think is like? It's do you separate the art from the artist, or does the art can be tainted by what the artist does? Like,
no.
I separate the art from the art.
I separate it completely. Same goes for Noir Désir, the vocalist. He killed his wife.
What?
And he's in prison still, but that doesn't stop me from appreciating their music. Same. I mean, I was gonna say same with Charles Manson, but that's taking it a little bit.
I won't pay for it anymore, but
yeah, but dude, it's
I
like
think
the whole Me Too movement and Kevin Spacey, for example.
Yeah,
Spacey is, sorry.
I want to go further. Bill Cosby, man.
Oh, with the pudding pop and the pudding.
This episode is getting very controversial. Very sudden. Okay.
Oh no, we're just talking
if you
about.
You want to go there, we can.
You want to put a little bit inside of her. You know what we're talking about. Just a little bit of the pudding. No, but yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing. So I completely separate these two instances. Of course, they're the same people, but I'm not gonna blame their art for something they did. The same way that it's not because a singer kills himself or dies from an overdose that I'm gonna be like, he was a druggie, I'm not gonna listen to his music. That's somehow socially accepted. But if he murders or if he marries someone who's underage or someone, then it becomes an issue. It's like, come on, we're pulling at strings here. You might not like his actions, you might not like what he's doing, but it can't taint your view of his artistry. Now, I say this while knowing myself that I hate John Mayer, and it makes me hate his music.
Yeah.
But this is a separate issue. John Mayer is just a douche. I'm sorry, but he's just a douche. I can recognize he's a good musician, but he's a douche. Also, I don't like his music to begin with. But yeah, so I feel like you should always differentiate these things. There's no point in condemning, the accomplishments of someone because of, other things they did. Yes, you know, make them have repercussions for what they did or whatever they have done. But that shouldn't taint, a career or a lifetime of accomplishments. It's normal that after such a thing happens, there's going to be...
It should taint the career. It should.
No, not the backward career. I don't mean from there forward.
No, you mean, in the future, forward, yes, but back, it's like...
Yeah, sure. I still
it
don't
was what it
necessarily...
was,
I don't necessarily feel like it should change the fact... Like, I'll take Kevin Spacey again as an example. I mean, he basically got kicked off House of Cards and he lost shit tons of possibilities because of that happened. But...
Because of something that happened a long time ago. Not something he did now, but something he did long time ago.
But the thing is, if I saw him now in a movie or in a series, it's still Kevin Spacey the actor. I'm not looking at him as Kevin Spacey the person.
The dude,
You're seeing him as a product. It's different. It's like, you can't look at music and say, this musician is this person.
Incidentally, what's your favorite
alcoholic who beats his kids? You don't... Right?
Sure. So I mean, I do feel like there should be a differentiation. I don't think you should attach certain exploits or infamous exploits to artistry. It makes no sense. Then there's people who become
What if
famous
it's really
for doing
bad though?
What's really bad by your standards, Lawrence?
Homicides, rape, pedophilia, like very, very serious humanitarian crimes. Is that the correct terminology? Kind of sounds weird though.
Sure. Okay, for example, let me give you, if I saw it that way, let me think, for example, a band that I love. Like, for example, the Beatles, okay? If now something came out saying George Harrison was a pedo and he had raped 1 million people before, that's going to fucking intense and destroy a legacy.
Yeah.
Sure. It will not, nonetheless, it will not affect the fact that the creativity and the artistry that came with the music he made was amazing. It won't change that. It might change my perspective of him. I might not enjoy him as a person, but his art is still his art. I am not going to judge that. It's not going to change my perspective of it. I'm not going to be like listening to his songs and try and find hidden meanings of him, burying somebody he raped. I'm not going to do that.
Here comes the sun. No, stop it! Stop putting ideas in my head, mate.
That's what I mean. Like, I can't. I disassociate those things. I don't feel like it's fair. I do feel like it's fair to then, after it has come out or it has happened, I understand that then there's a regression in terms of possibilities and enjoying something because something has been done. From that moment onwards, it's harder to enjoy something knowing such background. But dude, I don't know. I'm just, it's a hard topic to discuss, but from my perspective it shouldn't influence the artistry. It just shouldn't. I understand how it does to some people, but I don't think it should.
Right.
Like I said, like the singer of Noir Désir murdered his wife in cold blood in their house. I still listen to their music. It doesn't make a difference. It does make a difference that he murdered his wife. It's bad. It's
Yes.
bad. But, dude, it doesn't change the fact that I still put up. I still think the song is amazing. I'm still gonna listen to it. It's not gonna stop me. The same way that I'll still look at Kevin Spacey movies, you know, and they're still amazing.
Which of his performances do you enjoy the most? Is there one or a couple of them, or?
With Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them. I mean.
How was the Kaiser Soze movie?
The Usual Suspects.
Unusual Suspects. The Unusual Suspects. The Usual Suspects.
I love him in most movies I've seen.
American Beauty is kind of weird in retrospect, but
American Beauty is, I was gonna say, is probably my top choice.
Yeah.
Which one?
I love American Beauty. It's one of my favorite 90s movies.
Really? American Beauty for you?
You know, my ex looks just like Thora Birch, the girl, not the blonde, but the kind of like gothy looking one. She looks exactly like her. I'm like, oh god. But Seven's pretty good. I like K-Pax as well, where he plays kind of a different type of role.
He plays that alien thing. I forgot about that one.
I have never seen that one actually.
He's also in The Men Who Stare at Goats, which is absolutely great performance. I don't know.
Wait, Kevin Spacey is in The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Hell yeah, bro.
What does he do? I forgot.
He is.
I love that movie.
Dude, I think he's just one of the soldiers, but he's there. He's like one of the evil dudes from the. Oh, I remember. He's the counterpart to George Clooney. Like they were both very psychically the most psychic gifted ones, but he was like the evil psychic one. But yeah, I mean, there's just such a plethora of deliciousness when it comes to his movies. Like I can't just blame his actions and be like, okay, I'm not gonna watch your movie. Sorry, but they're good. Fucking good, you know.
The kid is good.
Kid is good, man. Kid knows his shit. But yeah. I mean, and it's like, even without going to such profound things, if you look back a few decades ago, well, a couple of decades ago, in the 50s and 40s, if you look a lot at the actors from that time, from the golden years of the 30s and 40s, a lot of those actors were involved in very shady shit all the fucking time. I mean, that was just a common thing. Show business has a very shady side to it.
It does, it really does, doesn't
You
it?
can see that even by looking at, you know, the whole Jeffrey Epstein cases and shit that just happened.
Yeah.
His connections to the whole industry is amazing. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's still like, you know, for all dark sides, there's a good side. For all good sides, there's a dark side. It's what it is, you know. It is called balance. You gotta go with it. But this is my humble opinion. I mean, what do I know? I don't know. And then again, like, since we're talking about this, sorry, I have a lot to say about
Yeah, do it.
But
I'm enjoying this.
Oh, somebody left? I think Pop left.
He left? Oh. Hopefully he'll join us again.
But like, oh yeah,
He did?
but I'm gonna give an example. Like, for example, on the other spectrum of this whole conversation, you have people or musicians or artists that are actually revered for their bad actions. A lot of this happens.
That's the interesting thing, yeah. That sometimes
a lot of it happening.
bad
a lot
behavior
of
gets idolized.
Yeah, you look at it from like the perspective of musicians that are more involved in the rap, hip hop, trap, grime kind of scene. A lot of them are revered for their violence and, you know, their sexual innuendos about, you know, very, very aggressive kind of like shit, you know, and they're like revered for free speech and being all open about their ways. Like this whole thing that happened in Barcelona now, Spain.
Is that the thing though?
Where,
I wouldn't know.
the thing that happened now in Spain is that one of the famous rappers was basically jailed for 9 months. Because in one of his songs, you know, criticizing the monarchy and appealing to terrorism.
Ooh,
and so
yeah, that is a issue
so they
subject in
condemned him.
Spain,
Yeah. And what's been
Unfortunately.
happening since then, there's been days and days of non-stop fucking riots in Barcelona. I think they're still going
Really?
on now. Yeah.
Ah, I
It's been going on for like
completely
6 or 7 days. My sister lives there and she's like, this shit is fucking crazy here. I'm like, yeah.
I had no idea. Completely out
so-
of the loop on that one.
So you see, there's gonna be, it's very, like everything else in life, it's subjective. It's a subjective thing to look at. Like, this
Sure.
guy's idolized for these things, and, you know, there's being riots in his name, and this guy, what did he do? He condemns the monarchy, which, from my perspective, whatever, free speech, and he supports or welcomes, you know, certain things about terrorism within Spain, like the ETA and shit like that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, he supports ETA?
Supposedly, according to what's been said, his lyrics point out for the support and shit like that, which he has not denied. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're lyrics. They're music. I mean, you're supposed to have free speech. I'm not opposed to free speech if you're not actually, you know, bringing harm to someone directly. There's also the people that then, you know, remember in the 90s the whole Marlon Manson Mortal Kombat bullshit where people are like, look at our children. This is senseless violence. They're all killing because of Marlon Manson's music. They're all killing because of Mortal Kombat. I'm like, dude, go suck it.
Mortal Kombat! Okay, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. No, but, you know, like, so there's two sides of the coin to this matter. It's,
I guess. Did you guys see the trailer for the new thingy from HBO?
No,
Cyberpunk?
don't speak about it.
No, I don't want to see the trailer either because I want to watch it without seeing the trailer.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I don't
I wanted
like
to get
watching
some
trailers.
impressions,
I like
but
to be
if
surprised.
it's that way, okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Especially
I don't
because,
watch
bro,
trailers.
I mean, I'm waiting. I hope. I only wish that Christophe Lambert was still doing Raiden.
Nah, Taj Malouk, man.
I'm just gonna burst your bubble right there, but he's not.
I know he's not.
in it.
Okay.
I know. But I would love it because his acting in that fucking movie is the shit. I mean, he went to the point of being like
In any movie. Hey, Christophe Lambert, respect, please.
Dude, okay, yeah, he's immortal. He's a Highlander, sure, bro.
Exactly, he's Highlander. Highlander,
The Highlander.
immortal.
I respect, but I respect him for being.
How was
Raiden.
the
I
quote?
love his
Only
roles.
one remains, only one survives.
There can be
There
only,
can be only one. That's the thing.
I mean, it's not really true, but
It's not really true though, but yeah, that's the quote.
What do you
from
mean
the
it's not
movie.
really true? What are you talking about?
you
That
don't
only one can
necessarily.
remain.
Yeah, that's not true, but
What are you talking? I don't know what you're talking about.
Highlander.
There can be only one.
Why can there be only one?
There can be only one.
Okay, so you clearly bought into the whole spiel of that shit. Fair enough.
There can be what part of there can be only one do you not understand?
Watch the how many movies are there? Like 5 in total, or something.
I don't know. I
like
just
that?
watched the one, and that was enough.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one as well. I haven't.
And there's also
And I saw-
a whole series with the Highlander.
The anime I highly recommend.
The anime I haven't watched though.
The anime.
So
You
It's
haven't
good?
watched the anime one?
No.
Oh, Lolo, it's
So
phenomenal.
Okay.
It's
I-
very, very good.
I have to get on that.
I watched it at like 2 a.m. on Sick Radical after coming off from a night out.
Nice.
Dude, those guys had good programs in my opinion. I mean, especially late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Especially late at night.
they are the RTP2s of teenagers, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah. The RTP2 of the 15 to
I wonder how many
35
people
demographic.
understand that reference that are not.
Zero
Yeah,
people.
sorry,
Zero
whoever's watching. These are like Portugal references.
Mm-hmm.
Portuguese TV references. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Exatamente.
But yeah, bro. We went on quite a roll there with our conversations about.
Dude, you have no idea. But yes.
One for the ages.
Let's see here. A letter from the Jarl.
Dude, I'm so tired of doing this drawing of myself. I'm gonna soon. I'm just gonna drop it. Oh, I'm tired of looking at this stupid face.
Do you want me to draw you? I can do you.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to
I think I'll do better, thanks.
menace.
Dude, I was literally just gonna draw a stick man with muscles. That's all I was gonna
It's a stick man with muscles.
That's why our leader.
I do have a version of us lined up where we are kind of like a minimalist stickman type of figure. Yeah, but now it's the caricature cartoon thing for now.
Right.
For the at least for the big one, you know.
Sure.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Damn, Lawrence, I was noticing your titles on Twitch. Jesus fucking Christ! It's like and we play it, man. Jesus.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
My God. So aren't we like completely fucking up your whole thing since you're not actually?
No, I enjoy this because there's a lot of downtime while I'm in the action. Like there's time for me to talk about the game, but like some dungeons are really long, and then there's the whole situation where I'm going around the city and there's a lot of menu time. So I really appreciate that we're able to converse about other stuff besides being focused on the game.
Hey.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna... How long have I been in this thing?
Almost.
Does it matter?
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this episode right here because we're about to become a full-fledged member of the Companions. And we're gonna continue the next episode today. I still have to eat my lunch, so I'm gonna say around 4 I'm gonna be returning for the next episodes.
Are you gonna be taking the ring to Mordor?
What?
Are you gonna be taking the ring to Mordor?
You have to say that louder because I'm not getting what you're saying.
I said, are you gonna be taking your ring to Mordor? Because you're with the companions, but
Pedro,
almost.
Almost. How dare you? Loggins, don't enable him.
I like to enable him. I find it good. I find it funny.
I will take it. I will take the ring to Mordor. I will do it.
Yes, and my axe, and my sword, and my bow, and my ropes, and my whatever, and my spoon.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Don't start with that shit. No singing. No singing. No.
What?
That shit got stuck in my head for so long, man. That
What are you
fucking
talking
song.
about? I have no idea what
You
you're
don't know the
talking
song?
What
Really?
song? What song?
You don't know the song?
What song?
Lolo, you know the song, right?
Some take to it.
I guess.
Fuck you.
Some may prefer an eternity. Yes.
I'm sorry. I had to.
No copyright infringement, please.
No, that's why I only left it for 5 seconds. It's fine, don't worry. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Oh man, classic. Fucking classic.
Okay.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, oh Rick.
I'm
Oh
gonna
boy.
wrap this playthrough the same way we did with the previous episodes. Gonna have a good night's sleep.
Wait, is that right?
And oh, you took my bed. That's my bed.
Stab him.
That's a crime. I can't commit a crime right now.
That's a crime. I cannot do this in a game. E.g. GTA.
Why not, Lolo? Don't be a pussy.
That's not how my
Save.
role-playing character is playing right now. Whatever I am
save
saying.
first.
That's
okay.
not with the. That doesn't go with the status quo, bro.
It's not the
It's
status
not
quo.
cool.
It's just the
Status quo.
how the character operates. The what was it called? Okay, I'm dragging this on for way too long. Thank you for watching, whoever was still watching.
You're welcome, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for joining us, Papu and Jack Reinhardt. It is always a pleasure to have you tagging along in this epic adventure of the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will do more of these. And my computer is very slow right now. How do I? Okay. Nope, that's not it. And we go here. And okay, we end the stream. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Beach.
Au revoir.
Is it
You've already
finishing?
ended the stream.
Did I end the stream? Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Excellent stream. Submit feedback. No, thank you. End recording.